Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 1972 Lamborghini Jarama S. Now this has 1,515 horsepower, 1,101 pounds-feet of torque from a 7-litre twin-turbocharged V12 engine. The car itself now weighs 3,170 pounds, has all-wheel drive, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 2.591 seconds and 0 to 104.790 seconds. So obviously this is quite an old car. Certainly wasn't ever meant for going, anywhere near 200 mile an hour, let alone the kind of speeds that we get on this series. So yeah, I'm a little bit ambivalent about what it's going to be able to do, but it does have the advantage of not weighing all that much. It's also an old car, so therefore its gearbox is pretty rudimentary. It's not got any more than 6 gears, and yeah, we have seen some quite high top speeds from cars that have had this engine at this high level of upgrades do really rather well before. So yeah, I do hope it does well, because I really do like this car in stock form. So yeah, nonetheless, let's get out there and see what it can do. So yeah, no doubt that in terms of acceleration to 100 it's really rather quick, but some cars do tend to slow down quite dramatically once you get above like 200, 210 miles an hour. So hopefully it's not going to be the case for this, but there's 210 already. 220, 230, 240, 245, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, come on. Oh, I think we can get 250 if we just avoid these cars here. I'm going to say it's 250, but I'm just going to try one more time. It's these cars. Why is the traffic on this game, I swear? I'm going to call 250, to be honest. It hit it a couple of times before we rammed into the back of those cars, so yeah, I'm going to call 250, which again is fairly impressive for only a 50-year-old car, especially one that wasn't particularly a performance vehicle, even though it had a lot of horsepower from a V12 engine. It was more of a Grand Tourer than an out-and-out sports car or supercar, but so yeah, that is still fairly impressive, and yeah, it means that it's far from the slowest that we've had on this series, and yeah, certainly beats out several cars that we've had recently on this series. Certainly beats the likes of a Jeep Willys MB and a Morgan Freewheeler. Let's get to the other side of the motorway and see if we can get any faster than that. 'Cars do tend to be slower on this side, purely because the corners aren't quite as friendly, and the gradients are more uphill than downhill. Still, should be interesting to see just how close we can get if we're not going to beat that 250 mile an hour. £6 miles an hour off is not bad, especially given this car does seem to slow down quite dramatically after about 220 miles an hour. So yeah, overall solidly impressed by this, even if the handling in particular is not all that great. Definitely a car that's showing its age when you put this amount of power into it, even if you do upgrade the handling. Obviously if you get the stock engine in there and upgrade it to about 500 to 600 horsepower, then yeah, maybe it would be okay, but yeah, 1500 plus horsepower when you had less than 400 originally is yeah, quite a big ask. But yeah, there we go, 250 mile an hour is our final top speed. So yeah, far from being the quickest car that we've had on this series. In fact, it's 44 miles an hour slower than the fastest car that we've had on this series, which is quite a sizable difference. But regardless, yeah, that means that it has been able to match the likes of a Maserati 300S, Aston Martin Vantage, Porsche 356A Speedster, and a Ferrari FF. It's beaten a Mitsubishi GTO, Porsche 356A 1600 Super, Pontiac GTO, Aston Martin Vanquish Zagato, Aston Martin DBR1, and a Volkswagen Beetle. But it is slightly behind the Saleen S5S Raptor, Ford Mustang RTR, Bentley Turbo R, and a Nissan Fairlady Z. But yeah, still, overall, considering this is nearly 50 years old and was far from a speed machine originally, it's yeah, done fairly well. Just a shame that the handling isn't all that great to make the most of the horsepower and torque that we now have in this vehicle, but that's just the way it goes with these older cars. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.